Hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that is more than a tarot reading. Number one, it's very serious in its focus. Why? Take a look at the world around you. We live in very serious, precarious times. These are historic times, and that's not hyperbole. In the last 7,000 years, where we have the history, there's been nothing like what we're going through right now. And if you go back farther than 7,000 years, get past the Younger Dryas, the Ice Age, the Older Dryas, you start getting into territory where you're seeing all sorts of artifacts, some small, some outstandingly huge, indicating that at some point, way in the distant past, there was some big stuff going on. And it disappeared more than once. But it came back. And so the last 70,000 years is where we have some history, so we can kind of figure our way through some sort of storyline. Earlier than that, all we got is these huge things. And of course, just this past week, they actually did this in 1953, there was a scientist who discovered the same thing they just recognized this week, but at that time he was called a conspiracy theorist, full of shit. Don't listen to the guy. He's crazy. He's smoking dope. What the hell? Not true. None of it true. And this week, or this last few weeks actually, said exactly what he said. It looks like there's some sort of major foundational piece or pieces below the pyramids. Huge, absolutely huge, football fields size. Now, they're spending more time investigating, but if true, what that means is all of the stuff that they told us about the pyramids is crap. No, the Egyptians didn't build it. No, the Jews weren't slaves building the pyramids. No. Getting used to that storyline, especially over the last 4 years or so, we've found out that everything we've been told is a lie. Everything. Whatever they said publicly, you knew the opposite was true. We've now discovered that. That has blown people apart. It's just too much to digest mentally, spiritually, emotionally, just too much. And so people are freaking out. But there is a group of people, I think I have been one of them. I've been around a long time, and so I was a young teenager when JFK was assassinated. It didn't sit well with me. And the part that didn't sit well with me was when the guy who supposedly pulled the trigger got shot and killed under police authority. You saw it on television. Jack Ruby was the guy that shot it. Jack Ruby, who, by the way, whose real name was Rubenstein, also is a Zionist. And that theme of Zionism has been a constant thread through American history since at least World War II, and I could make a case even earlier than that. But it's only in the last 4 years that we've really taken a look at that stuff. It's forced us into it. 9/11, same thing. Experienced fighter pilots say there's no way that what they told us about the planes flying into the buildings is true. They couldn't do it even as war-trained pilots with jets. Couldn't do it. The only way you could do something like that, automated flight, which, by the way, we started working on in 1944 and kept working on developing. 1944, we sent bombers over to Germany from England, and they were remote controlled. Early remote control, not necessarily dependable, or really particularly useful, but that's where it began. And in the 1980s, there was a major upgrade and improvement. 1990s again. So people who are professional pilots have been for decades. Say there's no way those guys could have flown those planes the way they did. You couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. The guys who were supposedly the ones who did it. And of course, we never found their bodies, so there's really no way to prove. Architects, engineers said there's no way a plane smashing into buildings like that could take them down. In fact, in the history of steel buildings, a plane, and they've been hit, steel buildings have been hit by planes, never has a steel building been taken down by a plane. Or planes. Some buildings were hit 2 or 3 times. And in one day, 3 buildings go down. One building that wasn't even connected to them. So as we're going through all of this, you're beginning to get the picture. Whoa! We're being handed bullshit. And we were too propagandized as a country, as a world, to even know. We were literally in an outdoor prison, didn't even know we were in prison. And we're beginning to see that now. You are the kind of person who this tarot reading is for. One, because it's not simply tarot. Tarot is the main focus. But I've done tarot for over 20 years, but I've done numerology and astrology for over 50. Numerology, astrology are the science of cycles. Tarot is the science of potential. So with numerology and astrology, you don't predict anything. What you do is talk about energy. Well, if it happened back here, and this is what they did, it's coming around again, guess what? We can expect that same kind of energy. It happened 1776. Pluto was about where it was now. It's coming up, in fact, in another year and a half, July 4th, 2026, will be our 250th anniversary as a country if we're still around. And you see what's going on in the world, in the community. 1776 revolution, that same mentality. And in fact, Pluto also played a role in the Civil War. And in essence, that's kind of what you're seeing, revolution and this chaos of civil war, these two energies combining, because there were planets at these spots when these happened. And so the astrology says, okay, if that was the energy then, and it's the same energy now, at least we have an idea what's coming. And you can feel it. You more than most. Because not only are you sensitive, you're logical. Rare combination. And so because of that, I take the information from astrology, numerology, as a foundation, something to build on with the tarot reading. Because it adds substance to the tarot reading. Okay, you got potential. Potential for what? Well, let's see. 1776, there was this energy. Civil War, there was this energy. They're coming together now. Okay, that at least gives me some sort of something to work with, as opposed to just throwing something out there. This is not your rainbow and lollipops type of reading. You are serious people. You want serious answers. And my job is to inspire you to manifest, because manifesting is the only ace card we have in our deck. Our ability to manifest even gives us the edge on the robots, who, by the way, is predicted by 2030 are going to have just about every job that's available. I don't care how many initials you have after your name. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a janitor, you're a banker. Well, if you're a banker, hopefully you're in jail or worse. But other than that, the robots, the computers are going to be able to do it better. Already are doing that. The thing that gives us the edge is manifesting. And we do it all the time, but we do it negatively. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to meet this person. I don't want to. And it happens. And you go, I said I didn't want to. What the universe heard was the subject of your panic. So let's kind of change things up a little bit. Let's make you more positive. This is not a negative thing. It's an empowering thing. It's just facing reality to do it. All righty? So let's get to the reading. Middle card is the Oracle card. Sets the mood for the reading. And the card today says here and now. That's tough. Be in the here and now. I mean, be here now. Focus, focus, focus. Everything around us is designed to keep us from focusing. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. No. It's like the Wizard of Oz. When Toto pulls back the curtain on the Wizard of Oz, what does he do? Pull the curtain back and say, oh, don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. Don't pay attention. That's what we're being told every single day by governments, by business. I was in broadcasting for 52 years, professional broadcaster for 52 years. I can tell you without equivocation, advertising is legal lying. And the number one job of every business is to cheat their customer. Don't let the customer know, but cheat their customer. Because if you can cheat the customer now, you can start to rake in the dollars. So everything our life has been built on is lies. And so the energy right now during this time, focus, focus, focus. Doubly important and doubly difficult because we do have a Mercury retrograde, which rules the mind, communication, and Venus retrograde, which rules what we value. So our whole value system is under attack right now, very vague, very lost. Plus we got Neptune moving into Pisces. If you do Western astrology, which as far as I'm concerned is the only astrology, boom. You know, Neptune into Pisces, into Aries, that's gonna make it different. That's what I mean. Neptune into Aries. Aries and Neptune don't fit. Neptune is fog. Aries is action. Well, if you're going to act, if you're going to do something, you got to see what the hell's in front of you. Neptune's not going to let you do that, especially as it's entering into Aries right now. Saturn coming up later on in the year. That's going to make it even more tricky. So the deal today with the energy is focus, focus, focus. Here's the meme for today. You know, I used to think communication was the key to everything. Communication, key to everything, until I realized it's comprehension. You can communicate all you want with somebody, but if they don't understand, it's silent chaos. And that's where we stand in society right now, silent chaos. You know, this bird flu thing, they've killed over 130 million chickens, which is why egg prices have gone up, chicken prices have gone up, and of course we're starving. It was going to be the Hunger Games right from the start. Control the economy, control the food. You got the people. Henry Kissinger said that. So, oh man, that's like, you can't do that. Oh no. And of course the cows fart and they're getting rid of the atmosphere. None of it is true. In fact, this week, the World Health Organization, the criminals that they are, said, oh, look, we got the first human transmission of the bird flu in Mexico. Mexico's guy who's the director of health said, no. Person didn't die of bird flu. They may have had it, but they had comorbidities. They had all kinds of serious health problems going in. Their immune system was shot to begin with. Now, a sneeze will get them. And of course, the WHO had to back down a little bit. World Health Organization didn't apologize for lying to us. Of course, they never will. So focus. It's not just communication, it's comprehension. And that's what I try to bring to the discussion with tarot, astrology, numerology. Let's get to the cards. All the way to the left, you got the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is being this far away from your dreams, or feeling, knowing, I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. I know. I don't have it, but man, I can feel it. Which is what Cups is all about, emotion. I can feel it, but I'm not there. And because you realize that, there's the next card, Five of Pentacles. This guy's, in other cards, this is so-so. In other cards, they do it much better. A guy a gal passing by a church. The lights are on. That means there's somebody there. They're walking in the snow. They're not dressed for snow. They're poorly dressed. He, I think, is hobbled, a broken leg, or whatever the hell the problem is. All they'd have to do is go into the church. I mean, lights are on. At the worst, they could sleep on a pew, stay warm. And who knows, they might even be fed. No, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. And so they suffer. And so even though you can feel the Nine of Cups energy, I know what it would take to make my life better, more meaningful, more connected. I don't see how the hell I'm going to get there. Especially with the current set of values. If you're interested in things, not people, you're in trouble. You're playing their game, and man, it's a monopoly game that they will never, ever, 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 ever let you win. Let's move on to the next card. This card in reverse, and it's an important card. It's the Emperor. Father figure, leadership, structure. It's in reverse. It's not serving you. The current structure, the current social structure, it's not serving you. Government doesn't give a damn about you. They're more interested in taking care of themselves, making their masters happy. The masters want to control the whole world, and they'll do whatever it takes, and I mean whatever it takes, to bring you to your knees so that they can control you. You're aware of it. That's what the reversal is. I mean, you go back to the Nine of Cups, man, you can feel it. I know what the world would look like if I could just, but I can't. It's Five of Pentacles. What this reversal is telling you that you got to become your own emperor. You got to become your own authority figure. You got to trust yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to focus on the here and the now. Don't start getting off to the sides. The minute you get distracted, they got you by the short hair. And you let it do it to them. I mean, you let them do it to you. That's the thing in all of this. It's easy to point fingers at other people and say, hey. I believe we are on the verge of a civil war, probably revolutionary in its stuff. And right now they're focused on left and right issues, Democrats, Republicans, red, blue, anything they can distract. And the fact of the matter is it's not right or left, it's up or down. It's the people who have the money taking a shit on the rest of us and laughing about it. And the reason they're doing it is because we let them. In America, hey, government by the people, for the people, of the people. Where the hell are the people? You see your government, you're unhappy with it. Who voted? Oh, the people. So they voted for this garbage, and now they're bitching about it. Telling you, some sort of combination of revolution, evolution going on. Telling you. Final card is the Hermit card. You got to go inside. You got to take a look. You got to be honest. You got to be real with yourself. And certainly with the Hermit, it's focus. He's in the here and now. He's not looking down the road to the future. He's not looking to some utopian time. He's looking here and now. How the hell am I going to deal with where I'm at now? That's what each and every one of us has to do. This is what you have to do. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Very, very, very important, they tell me. Like, subscribe, and share. There's a little bit of a tussle going on in the internet. They want to shut us down. In any event, between now and the next time you and I do get together and do tarot, expanded tarot, peace and blessings.